Hey guys, so this has been postponed a little bit. I was gonna do this literally like 1st of January, but then I realized that most people would be after New Year's and you're probably busy. I don't know. I was like, let me just wait for after like the 2nd of January so everyone's got time to settle in the new year. And we're gonna do my project pan, everything I'm trying to use up this year, and then some like replacements. You guys obviously know that I'm going on a no buy. I'm not buying any makeup until it's like absolutely necessary, to the point where if I run out of like a concealer and I have no singular concealer, which is not gonna happen, I have a lot of concealers, but hypothetical, I run out of like a concealer and I need it, then I'm gonna buy it. But I'm not buying backups, I'm not buying extras, I'm not buying anything unless I absolutely need to. You guys know this, so let's just get into my project pan. It's gonna motivate me to actually get through stuff. Okay, anyway, let me know what products you're using up, what you're doing with your new year, kind of any new stuff that you want to get through, and then subscribe and like for the algorithm because it helps out. And then social media will be in description, and let's just get into it. So let's just start kind of going in chronological order. And basically my project pan consists of just like anything I'm using on my face currently, so I'm just going to go in order. Ignore the spot marks. I've been breaking out, who knows why. Maybe it's just to humble me a little bit. You know, my skin was doing so well, and I feel like nature or something was just like, you need a little bit of humbling actually, because you've been getting a little bit too comfortable with your skincare routine. Get back into it. Yeah, use your retinol because you're forgetting things now. It's like, you know, you get a bit too comfortable and you're like, I don't need to use AHAs and BHAs and retinol, and then your skin's just like, really? Are you sure about that? Because here's a spot. Yeah, anyway, let's just get into it. I have this which is completely scraped off, and I feel like we're not almost at the end. That's a bit of an exaggeration. Okay, I can't see. Okay, I feel like we're at least halfway through this bottle of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I have it in the shade 1 Fair Pale, and I don't know if I have any replacements, but I have other luminous primers that I might not like quite as much as this one, but I will willingly use if I run out of this before I buy this again. I love this, don't get me wrong, this is my favorite, but I just can't. I have a whole box of primers and I don't even like primers that much. So I'm just going to use this and then use some other luminous ones I have. And then once I feel like I've gone through some of my primers, I can buy this again, aka in like 2023. I was using this and the Pat McGrath foundation, and I was mixing them together, and then it got to the point where I basically had less than half the bottle of each one, so I mixed it all into this bottle and threw away the Pat McGrath one, because that one you couldn't unscrew for some reason, or maybe just my one wasn't unscrewable for some reason, so I just had to pump it like physically into this one. So I kept this bottle, and I'm going to try to get through this. It's basically a full bottle now, so this is a full foundation. I'm going to see how long it takes me to use this up. I have like 3 backups of this. This is my favorite foundation though, so you know, we'll see how many of these I get through during the year. It's so full coverage though that I literally use half a pump. So I don't know how quickly we're going to get through this, but I really like this mixture, I like this combination. And I'm just going to use this and see how long it takes me to essentially get through a full bottle. And then I'll be able to calculate how long it will take me to get through my whole collection, which is like, if you thought my primers were a lot, you should see my foundations. There is a lot in there to get through. So the Pomegranate Concealer, I don't know when I started using this, and I can't see where I am in this. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna try. Yeah, no, I can't see where I've been in this. I'm not gonna do measuring for. I know some people love to like weigh their products and measure and do scientific stuff. I'm just gonna. If it's finished, it's finished. If it's not, it's not. Okay. So I'm hoping to finish this. I have a. You guessed it, a whole box of concealers. I have a whole box of everything else. But I have a lot of concealers. I have a few of these. I think I have 3 of these, including this one, or 4. I'm not sure. This is my favorite concealer, so I'm going to just keep on using these and see how long it takes me. I use this under my eyes and to spot conceal, so we might make some progress. We might not. Who knows? I've used one of these up before, but I can't remember how long it took me. So... and then I have some glossy stretch concealers for natural days, and then I have a few other... I decluttered a lot of concealers though, because I mainly use Pat McGrath and Glossier. Like, I don't really like any other concealers that much. So, I don't know, my hand is shaking so much. Anyway, so I'm going to try to get through this. And then we have some cream products. I'm actually going in the order that I do my makeup. So if you're wondering, this is how I do my makeup nowadays. Then I'm going to get through these. Finally, I had these in my project pan last year, and then I took them out because I wasn't feeling them anymore. So while I'm feeling them again, I'm going to try and use them as much as possible. So for the contour wand, this is in the shade Fair Medium. We're about this far down. I feel like we don't have much left. Like, I feel like maybe this is like a few months worth of use because I like to push all of it down. So this is essentially all there is, like that. And I use it everywhere. So this is going to go first. I know it. I just know it. And then we have the blush, which I also put roughly where I put the contour because I like to put blush everywhere, all over my face. So we have about this much left. I also think these two are going to go soon. I have a feeling. This one might be a bit of a problem. So this is, shade Pinkgasm, by the way, Pinkgasm. Then we have the highlight in Spotlight, which, to be fair, for a highlight, there's not that much left in there, but obviously you don't use as much highlight as the rest of the stuff. And sometimes I forget to use it. Like, I remember the contour and the blush, and then it gets the highlight, and I just forget. So I'm going to try use these. I feel like maybe by halfway through the year, I'll be done with these. I have way too many cream products, and they expire so quickly that I just need to cut them all out. Yep, cut them out. So I'm going to use these up and just hope for the best. Hope for the best is my plan of action for this project pan. Now, powders are where I did a lot of cutting down with my collection because there are some powders that I bought that I just wanted to try out and I just don't really like them very much. So I'm mainly left with just the ones that I like and backups of the ones that I like. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to try use them up. So obviously this is my favorite loose powder right now. It's the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. Let me try and flip this around. Okay. So I'm down to here. I'm down the halfway point now. This is obviously halfway. I'm down here. I don't know how long it took me to use this, maybe like 2 or 3 months. So I'm giving this another 2 months and then it'll probably be done. And then I actually have another one of these because I bought it on sale during Black Friday. This is my favorite powder. So these are probably going to be my 2022 picks for powder. And then we have the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder, which is obviously from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Fair. One Fair. And this is how far along we are. Obviously, I love this powder. I go through them like water. I probably go through them quicker than water. And this is a new one. And this is a new one. So I'm probably going to use all 3 of these up this year. And then I'll probably have to buy a replacement. I don't know how long it takes me to use these up. Maybe 2 or 3 months. So maybe I go through like 3 or 4. I think I go through 3 or 4 of these a year. This is cutting it close for this year, considering this one's like half empty. So I'm going to try this and then I'll let you know if I needed to buy any extras. I have some of these kind of pressed powders from a different brand. So maybe once I'm done with these, I'll try and finish those 2. But I'll see how they look on the skin. If they're too powdery looking, I'll just declutter them and buy another one of these. I don't even bother with powders that I don't like. I feel like powder can make or break your makeup, and it's just, I either love you or you're going, okay? That's just it. That's how I approach powder right now. Then we have, I have to do this in a weird order because I have to do it in a weird order. I'm trying to go through the Sculpture Lighting Edit 6-pan from Hourglass, which is obviously 2 ambient lighting powders, bronzer, 2 blushes. One is a strobe blush, one is a regular blush, and then a highlight. I love this. This is great. I don't know what else to say. I always go through these. How? Okay, that didn't hurt me, it hurt the palette. I always go through these super quickly. When people are like, oh my god, it's so difficult to finish these, girl, like don't put it into a project pan. I've used up one of these a few times now. When you know, people say lightly dust all over your face, that's not me. I am a squash the brush, dig it in, and then do that about 5 times in one makeup doing, because I love how this powder makes my skin look. So I finish these quickly. Maybe not as quickly as the Charlotte Tilbury, but I finish it pretty quickly for a baked formula. Anyway, I'm going to go through these pretty quickly. And then it's going to be the bronzer. Then it's going to be the blush, probably this one, because I think I use this one more. And then the highlight and this blush are probably going to be left behind. It always is the case. I've used up one of these before, almost in full. So anyway, this is the palette going in. I love it. This is the highlight. You see it. It's great. It's beautiful. It makes my skin look glowy. This is the blush. I like to mix them sometimes, but I never use this one on its own. It's either this one on its own or they're mixed together. This one more lightly than this one. So like I said, it's going to go first. And then obviously bronzer, stunning, amazing, beautiful. Anyway, I'm going through this. Once these 2 powders are done though, I'm still going to have the rest of the palette. So I'm going to have to replace it. And I'm probably going to have to go into the Ethereal Light Ambient Lighting Powder. I usually get Dim Light, but it was out of stock because Black Friday, so I got Ethereal Light and Pale. The two palest shades work for me. Unless I get a slight tan, then I'm going to use this palette, which is Dim Light, Incandescent Light, and Radiant Light. So this is the shade I always get, Dim Light. I just mix the three together. I don't really fuss about, I just mix the three together. And then I actually have a backup of that palette. Do you see why I just needed to stop buying makeup? Because this is just a little bit ridiculous, in my opinion, personally. If I finish the bronzer and the blush from this sooner, I'll add in obviously something else during the year, but I'm just not sure if that's going to be the case. Like, I'm not sure how long it takes me to use one of these up. So I'll just kind of use it and then just see how I feel. We have two setting sprays. This is the Kylie Christmas one in a Charlotte Tilbury bottle, and then this is the actual Charlotte Tilbury one. This one is almost finished, and then I have a mini of this that I'm going to throw into the mix, and then after that I have a lot of setting sprays to get through, a lot that I've been neglecting, so I'm just going to just one by one go through them in a random order, and then nothing, like, not even thought through. And this I'm just hoping to finish because I've been trying to finish this for 2 years, so let's just finish it together. I haven't sprayed it today. I like to spray from a distance because it spits a bit, and then just walk into it. Oh, okay. I don't know why it sprays so aggressively when it's literally the same bottle. But this one just, I think it's just a formula, just sprays so aggressively. Oh, I like this setting spray. Tastes like hairspray, but it looks nice, I think. So I'm using these up. Then I like to do eyeshadow. Now, I said I wouldn't put eyeshadow palettes into the product pan, but I actually changed my mind, and I'm going to keep these in for the whole year. Even if I don't end up using them for like a whole month, I'll just keep them in because I'm going to go back to these. The Pillow Talk Luxury Palette Quad from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm putting it in because I use this just basically like all the time, whenever I feel like it. And this one, the shimmer shade, look at the dip. So I feel like we're making some good progress. These mattes have some dips as well, mainly this one because I pile it on. So I'm going to put this in. It's literally my favorite palette of all time, I think. Like, I really just love it. And then I'm going to put in the Flawless Eye Filter Luxury Palette in the shade Star Aura. And I use these two together, or just this one on its own, or this one on its own. It's kind of versatile. They work super well together. So this is all that I've got on my eyes today, if you're wondering. I use a dense, something like this, just so it doesn't flake everywhere. I use something like this, a super dense brush, as you can see. Like, it's super dense. Not fluffy, because this is shimmery. It's all shimmer. So if you use something fluffy, the shimmer's just going to fluff everywhere. If you use something really dense, these just work well as just eyeshadows. I put this in the crease. I deepen up with this, kind of like, I do a bit of eyeliner with it. And then this on the inner corner. And then this all over the lid. It looks stunning because it's just super shimmery, as you can see. Oh, because it's super shimmery, as you can see. These two palettes are just one thing. I'm using, oh, I forgot to put this in. I'm using the Sigma Eyeshadow Base Primer in the shade Ignite as my eyeshadow primer. It's like a stick. This is how much we have left. It's quite a bit, but I think I'm gonna... Primers are not that exciting and I don't buy a lot of them, so I'm just gonna use this for the whole year and then just see how far we get. Eyeshadow cream stuff. This is the color Chameleon in the shade Pillow Talk. I use this in like down on my lower lash line. I used to put just regular powder shimmery eyeshadow on my bottom lash line, but it always flakes and you can't like be super accurate with it, mainly with long nails. This one's broken now. With long nails, you're struggling a bit. It's a bit of a struggle, so this has been a godsend, actually. I just run this along my lower lash line, not my waterline, my lower lash line. And then I actually put it just all over my eyelid as a base for the shimmer shadows, and it looks chef's kiss, actually. And then I'm also putting in, so I've took out the Balloon Pop Super Shock Shadow from Colourpop because I did hit pan on it already and I feel like I'm just forcing myself to finish it at this point. I've hit pan. That's it. That's enough. Let's move on. I'm going to put in the Eyes to Mesmerize in Amber Gold, which is just a super neutral bronze. It looks so warm toned on camera. It's super neutral, just bronzy. I use this as a base sometimes under like these kinds of looks. So I'm going to try and get through that. Well, not get through it, but just see how far we can get. And then to go with the Pillow Talk situation, I have this in Pillow Talk, but I decided to put in a different shade because everything I have is Pillow Talk right now. So this in Pillow Talk, it's the Bejeweled Eyes, right? It's the shimmery ones. I have it in Pillow Talk and there's already a dip in it. So I just use this as like, if it needs an extra sparkle, like I have it on today, just some extra sparkle. These are the ones I'm putting in. For eyebrows, I use the Glossy Brow Flicks in Blonde. I'm going to go through as many of these as possible. I have a few backups. And Blonde is the colour I'm using now. I decluttered all my browns because I think they're just too deep and they look way too harsh. I think Blonde just looks the most natural with my eyebrows. Even though my eyebrows are pretty dark, I just think one shade lighter rather than white. I just think one shade lighter rather than one shade darker looks more natural on your eyebrows. Mainly if you're just filling in the front, which is what I do. I just fill in the front. The front's supposed to be a little bit more faded to look natural, so I think one shade down is good. So I'm going to go through these and then see how I feel by the end of whenever I finish all of these. And then I'm using the Brow Freeze Brow Styling Wax from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is how far along we are. I don't know how quickly we're going to get through this. Is this going to dry out before I finish it? I don't know. We'll just see. I'll probably end up using this for the whole year, so you're just going to see this. I'm trying to go through my... Why am I out of breath? I'm trying to go through all my mascaras. I'm starting with the small ones. These are the travel sizes. I'm using these two at the same time. It's the Legendary Lashes Volume 2 and Better Than Sex by Too Faced. I haven't used these in so long, but I think by next month I'll get rid of these because they're travel sizes and they'll probably dry out. My two eyeliner picks are this Colourpop brown one, but don't ask me what shade it is because literally everything on the front has wiped off. Everything. Basically any brown eyeliner. Just pick one. It's brown. I'm not saying this is the best one. Like, I'm not even going to recommend it because I have to go over a few times for it to show up. But we're this far in. I think I can finish it in the next few months. I use it on my tight line, my waterline. And then sometimes if I'm not doing liquid eyeliner, I'll use it flicked out like this. So I feel like by halfway through the year, I'll be done with this. When I'm not using this though, and I want more harsh, I use liquid eyeliners. So I have this Makeup by Mario one and I have another one of these. I don't know how long it will take me to get through them. They're pretty liquidy, so I think this will last me a while. And then once it runs out, I'll probably go back to my pro tip. I don't think I have any more backups, which is good because I got rid of so many because they were either grey or bled or they were just not that good. So I kept the glossy pro tips and these, but I've gone through all my pro tips, I think. So I just have two of these left. And now lips. This is exciting. This is the lip combo I go for every day that I wear makeup. So whenever I'm wearing makeup, this is what I do. I don't know why I still have 5,000 drawers of lip products when this is all I want. This right here. So for lip cheats, which are Charlotte Tilbury's lip liners, I love Pillow Talk. I have this one, which I just started. It's a full size. And then I have another full size. Yes. So these are the two full sizes I'm going to go through. I already used up the mini that I had in my December project pan. I used it up. So these are the ones I'm going through. My lips just got stuck somewhere on my teeth. These are the ones I'm going to go through. And then once these are done, I'm actually going to give the Pillow Talk medium a chance. This is a mini. It's a travel size. So I think these will be my lip liners for the foreseeable future. I don't use any other lip liners. And then once these run out, I will not buy another one of these. I will try to go through some of the nudes I have in my collection and then see if I'm like desperate for these to come back. And that's it. Then I have mini lipsticks. So I have... Oh my god, this is so weird. I never realized this. These are both travel sizes, but they're different travel sizes? They're different sizes of travel. I'm using this one currently, the thin one. And look at this. That's all I have left. This will be done by the next time you see me. Probably in like a week or two. And then I have this one, which is also Pillow Talk. We have this much left. It's Pillow Talk. This will take me probably a month at most. And then we have this Pillow Talk with crystals on it. It's a full-size Pillow Talk. Never been used before. This will probably take me much longer than these because obviously thicker and longer and stuff. And then we have two Very Victorians. I have this one, which has been used before. It's about halfway through, so if I compare it, I think once I'm done with the minis, I'll just jump straight to the Very Victoria because it's already been used. And look at this progress that I've made on it. And then I have an unopened Very Victoria that I got on Black Friday sales. So these are the lipsticks I'm going to use up this year. I feel like I can get through all of them. I'm going to be honest with you guys because I just wear this every time I wear my makeup and I touch up during the day. So I have this, why did I forget? The Bejeweled Lips lip gloss in Pillow Talk. And look at it. that's all finished. So say I'm giving this another week or two at most, if I can like scrape stuff out, and then this is done. And then in that place, I'm gonna use 2 lip glosses. The one to directly replace it for my everyday lip gloss is Opal Magic, the Bejeweled Lips in Opal Magic. It's the same lip gloss, just full size, and I've used it before, so as you can see, it's basically like half empty. And then if I want more glossy, juicy, I'm gonna use the So Juicy, which is also like down to probably here by now, and it's in the shade Candy Coated. But this one's a lot more sticky, so I'm just gonna alternate and see how I can get through these. I think that's it. Let me know what you guys are using up. If you're going on a no buy, let me know whatever about your life. Subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment for engagement. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.